It is also their language. Language is a complex system of communication, and communication is what women value and men fear. Fear is a weapon used to suppress the mind. It is also a way of recognizing danger. Danger is when minds oppressed by fear are about to burst. Some say the verge of where we were, which is the past tense of are, a collective state of being, and also the first letter of the word revolution. Revolution is a word that contains another word, love, only spelt backwards. It also brings fear to regimes that abuse power. Power is one of the most addictive drugs, and also something ESCOM doesn't have. If you add an S, becomes has, describing a small group of people who have more than they need. Need is a word that rhymes with greed, something some haves have indeed. Indeed is a word used to amplify the previous statement, amplify the previous statement, amplify the previous statement. Statement is what art should make, whether you dance, act, recite, or paint. It is also where you discover hidden charged amounts the banks never tell you about. Turn means to change direction, something we need to learn. Learn is to acquire new skill, knowledge, or behavior. Yet remains a mystery, for we never seem to learn from history. History is information about the past, and like what information is subject to generalization, distortion, and omission. Omission in Catholicism is failure to do what we ought to do. If done knowingly, it is considered a sin. Sin is when man, woman, or angel assumes too much power and sits on God's throne. Throne is where a monarch sits and has no place in a republic. Republic means a public affair in which the people retain supreme control over government. Government is a small group of people, mostly haves, with power to make decisions on behalf of the people. Apparently, all countries like Malawi need one. One is a Metallica song from the album And Justice for All. It also symbolizes unity. Unity is what we need to strive for, despite our differences. Differences is where our strength resides, but if not embraced, divide. Divide and conquer is a strategy used to gain and maintain power. Power has already been defined, but here's another. It is the first word of the revolution cry, power to the people. People, when preceded by the, becomes the people, referring to the masses whose power is in numbers. Numbers count. People don't, except for those who count votes. So I vote to learn how to count so I can solve complicated mathematical problems like 1 is the difference between the integers 13 and 14 whose squares add up to 365 are the total number of days we take to complete a revolution around the sun. Sun-worshipping Pharaoh Akhenaten moved his people into the deserts to build a new capital just to worship the sun. Many young died from injuries related from heavy lifting. The sun is also the central symbol of the Malawi flag that has been changed from the rising sun to the risen sun and back to the rising sun. And they say this was done to show where we have moved to as a people. Our sun has risen. Malawi's sun has risen. Yet its sons and daughters remain in a deep sleep is what we do when hunger, disease, sin, and fear blind our eyes from seeing our real risen sun.